Thank you for being here. My name is Larry Schillinger. I'm with the New York League of Conservation Voters. The New York League of Conservation Voters is unique in that not only are we an environmental advocacy organization, but we stick our necks out. We actually endorse those candidates who share our vision for a healthy, sustainable future for New York State. Hundreds of candidates seek our endorsement. Of those hundreds of candidates, only a select few actually earn the endorsement of the New York League of Conservation Voters. And I'm proud to tell you that one of those candidates is Steve Meyer, your candidate for the New York State Assembly. Steve's got deep roots in this community. He understands what it's going to take to improve the economy and to protect the environment at the same time. And that's why we're proud to endorse Steve Meyer for the State Assembly. Steve's already amassed an impressive record on environmental achievement, such as when he helped lead the local effort to protect our drinking water from the dangers of gas drilling. But let me say this. This election is also about the future. Not just this generation, but for our children's generations as well. Steve has a clear plan to protect our environment while growing the jobs of the local economy. Steve Meyer will fight for a stronger environmental protection fund. He has great ideas about harnessing the economic potential of clean energy and energy efficiency that will create jobs that cannot be outsourced. And Steve Meyer, through his efforts, will protect great parks, just like the one we're in today. So, if you care, as we do at the New York League of Conservation Voters, about the future of Western New York, about our families, and about our environment, we urge you to get out and vote next Tuesday for Steve Meyer for the New York State Assembly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. I want to say thank you to the New York League of Conservation Voters. It is very kind of them to come out here today, and I am honored to receive their endorsement. I want all voters out there to know that I'm going to fight day in and day out to ensure that our natural resources are protected for generations to come, because I know how valuable they are, and I know that the New York League of Conservation Voters do as well. So I hope to work with them every day. When I get elected this coming November, I pledge to work with them day in and day out to achieve those goals. You know, as we stand here today, I'd like to talk about where we are standing. We're standing on public land. You know, in light of recent events and recent talk about what's going on just down the street from here at the Westwood complex, I'd like to talk about this great park we're at. You know, we have the Autobahn over here, we have the bike path behind us, tennis courts over here. It's a great place where residents and neighbors and friends and family come to enjoy nature, to get a breath of fresh air, to get away from it all. You know, I have very fond memories of this place. I remember coming here as a child every 4th of July, sitting on the green at the golf course with my parents and family, watching the fireworks go off from the University of Buffalo. Unfortunately, however, there are some politicians who do not, well, frankly, they don't share those same fond memories. I mean, there are some people who would rather see parkland turn into commercial development, a parking lot, office space. Frankly, for the taxes we pay and for the amount of hard work and effort that we have put into this community here, we deserve better than that. That is why today I'm declaring a 3-point environmental agenda to protect ourselves and to protect our beautiful places that we have here in New York State. The first point of my agenda is to protect our public lands, our parks, our green space. And by doing that, I want to fund the Environmental Protection Fund to the pre-recession levels of at least $200 million a year. You know, the New York State park system generates $1.9 billion in revenue every year. That's 5 times more than its operating cost. But the only reason that it can do that is because of the great amount of resources that it gets from New York State. So imagine what we could do for parks like this one if the Environmental Protection Fund was funded to the amount that we need. The second point of my environmental agenda here is clean energy. I want to expand our renewable portfolio standards to make options more available for everyone. You know, I believe that green jobs, so to speak, are jobs that cannot be outsourced. A lot of people talk about what we can do to spur economic development and bring jobs back to the district. Well, I believe that green jobs are jobs that pay a living wage. Employers who dig their heels in and do hard business with the people of Western New York. You know, these kind of jobs, geothermal, solar, wind, they are jobs that they're not going to get up and leave when the well runs dry. They can't be outsourced and they can't be moved. These are jobs that will contribute to the community. So if we should be investing in anything, we should be investing in jobs that will stay here and contribute to our environment and contribute to our community. And the third point of my environmental agenda is something that a lot of people around here obviously care quite a lot about. Just a few months ago, the Amherst Town Board voted to ban fracking within town borders. It was largely symbolic, but I think that that is very impressive because it shows how many people around here care about their environment and care about their clean drinking water, which is why I hope to call, when I get elected, for an immediate ban on fracking statewide because it has no place in New York State and we deserve better than that. In the meantime, I know I can't do that alone and I know I can't do it overnight. So we should increase funding for the Department of Environmental Conservation so that they are better staffed and better equipped to understand the implications of fracking so that everyone across the state can know that it has no place in New York State. So again, I would like to thank the New York League of Conservation Voters. I look forward to working with you when I get elected, and thank you all for being here.
Yeah.